Hey everybody, it's Thick or Ethan back with some more art, and today is just a quick little abstract type of thing that I made with some filter art images of a mandala that I already made. Now I've been doing this for a while, but I haven't done it in a couple years because the tools on this one app that I use for the filter art were not, that great. But there's a new app out that I've been using called OneLab, and OneLab is really cool. You could put any picture that you want in there to edit, and after you load it, there are like 5 different categories of preset filters that you can put on any image. And I basically took my time and went through and made maybe a dozen different completely different filtered images from one of my other images. So to start the project off, I took those edited filter images, put all of them into Photoshop, and I took some time to figure out which elements of each I wanted to be a part of this. And I didn't really go in with any kind of plan. And I ended up doing some things that, weren't necessary in the grand scheme of things, like this step here, where I'm just taking the shadow part out of this kind of like 3D space filter that I had with it wrapping around. It looks like it's the inside of a torus or something, but I took the shadows from it thinking that I could add a little bit of like depth, but it ended up being not very successful. And that's kind of what I do for most of the time during projects like this, is I'm just taking things that I see and putting them together, and if I like it, I keep it. And that's basically it. I just see where it takes me. And so far, I have kind of just mashed all of these things together in a way that looks like a couple of floating balls or floating planets. And I even tried to use elements that I don't think will really go together, like this image here. This kind of pattern was made from the same original, but it's so vastly different than everything else, and I was like, I don't really know how I'm gonna use this. So I tried to do things like only take the bright parts to put in there, or only take certain colors out of it. But this whole process ended up being a waste of time. I think I ended up just tossing that idea and moving on to the next one. If there's one thing I've learned, it's like, if I spend a bunch of time on something and it still looks bad, maybe I need to ditch it, come back to something else. I think there may be 4 or 5 of these images I didn't use at all, but here I am trying to cut it into pieces to use. And it, like, at some point it just hits me. It's like, nah, I don't need that. So here I am stuck with balls and a background. So I added more balls. And I still didn't really know what I was doing yet, but it looked nice. And that's kind of what abstract art is about to me. When I watch people make abstract art, I'm really just there to kind of look at the shapes and the textures and the colors. And when I'm looking at our abstract art, I'm not really too worried about any part of it in particular. I kind of just try to enjoy it. So I was like, maybe I should just do that and stop worrying about trying to make it into something. Because a lot of the abstract art I look at isn't really anything. So I focused on putting texture down instead of creating something cool that had, I don't know, more of a weight behind it. And I thought I was done at this stage for a second, but then I kind of thought, no, I think I can add more stuff. And I don't know why, but it felt like it needed a border. So I tried to make one with this. And then at this time, I actually had someone come into my Twitch stream and start talking to me, and they had some really good ideas. So I kind of let them help lead me through the rest of this. They had the idea to make the balls different sizes to give more depth. I wanted to add this square. And then after that, they actually helped me learn a bit more about Photoshop. I didn't know so much about clipping masks, but they suggested to add a little bit of depth with the spheres is to add obviously like the shadow underneath or some highlights on top. And a really effective way to do that is with clipping masks. And so they kind of taught me with the Twitch chat on the side how to use this tool and how to be better with it. Because usually I just hand draw a little bit of shading, but this new technique is just so much faster. So like it took me a while to be walked through these steps, but as soon as I got it, like you'll see this second shadow on the next planet after this one. Watch this. All right, I figured that one out. Boom, second planet done. What was that, like a couple of seconds? It's less than a minute in real time, that's for sure. So I could not be more thankful to Jackson Riley for helping me with that, and just like happening to see what I was doing and have something helpful today to say is, you know, really nice. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please come through to my website at www.thick216.com. All my favorite designs are there. Come through to my Instagram where I have all of my published works, only bangers on my Instagram. My Redbubble page features all of my best designs on some wonderful merch. All kinds of clothing, mouse pads, hats, anything you can think of. Shower curtains, stickers, laptop cases, phone cases. Here I am displaying a nice hoodie, classic design, a pillow. Who could do without a pillow? Nobody. Everyone needs a pillow. Very soft. We've also got prints. Any kind of print you could want. Posters, metal prints, framed prints. We've got zipper bags, zipper pouches. Put every pencil, every pen you've ever had in there. Mouse pad, desk pad, game mats. Anything you could think of. I've even got a bath mat and a shower curtain. Also come through to my TikTok, small videos there, and then my YouTube for all my full-length videos, and Fiverr if you want me to make art for you. Thank you again for checking this out. You know, this is a pretty quick project for me. I'm working on some other stuff, but I wanted to work on something fast. And it's nice to do something where it feels like a free flow and something with no prep or anything like that. Just make things that look nice. Anyway, thanks. Have a good one. I'll have something way bigger and way cooler, hopefully soon. We'll see. Bye-bye.